You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Now, as we work our way into the main event in the prelims, I mean, it's just a big time fight. Dominick Reyes, who was once near the top, fought John Jones, now takes on what I'll call a surging Anthony Smith, who won his last fight over Vitor Petrino, which people thought wouldn't happen. So now all of a sudden he's back in the mix and gets a big opportunity here to climb the ladder. So let's get into this one right now. In the light heavyweight division at UFC 310, you got Dominick Reyes taking on Anthony Smith. And for some reason, I'm intrigued by this matchup. Dominick Reyes struggling a little bit, but he's still 13-4. Anthony Smith has been around forever, won a lot, lost a lot. He's 38-20. Both guys stand at 6'4". Anthony Smith's getting up there a little bit. He's 36. Reyes 34 though. Reyes 1-inch reach advantage. He fights southpaw. Anthony Smith fights right-handed. In terms of significant strikes per minute, Reyes leads 4.9 to 3.2, so he's got an advantage on the feet. Both guys don't really like to go for takedowns, so we're going to see a stand-up striking affair. Reyes 80% takedown defense. That even helps that. In terms of keeping it standing, he beat Dustin Jacoby by KO in his last fight in 2 minutes. He needed that. Before that, he lost to Ryan Superman Spann, Yuri Prochazka, Jan Blachowicz, and John Jones. So he's got a wealth of experience like Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith, though, 50% takedown defense. So that could be a problem in this fight, maybe. Coming off the loss to Roman Dolidze by decision. Dolidze came up to light heavyweight, beat him. Before that, he beat Vitor Petrino, which was a big win by submission. Lost to Khalil Roundtree, who ended up fighting for the title, got KO'd by him, and beat Ryan Spann by split decision. That's going to be the tricky part, right? Beat him by 32 significant strikes, had a takedown. So that's what makes this fight interesting, is Dominick Reyes lost to Ryan Spann by first-round KO, where Anthony Smith submitted him. Now, but this fight's going to be a different situation because it's probably going to be a stand-up striking fight. They're going to be on the feet. Dominick Reyes has an advantage, but you know what I like Anthony Smith? And sometimes in these fights, he'll take a punch and then, he'll quiver and that'll be it. But I think Anthony Smith is going to rise to the challenge. You're fighting on a pay-per-view card, right? It's in the prelims, but it's the last fight in the prelims. So he's going to want to make a statement here on live cable TV, right, on ESPN. So look for Anthony Smith to get the job done here. I think it's going to go to a decision, but I think Anthony Smith will win 2 rounds out of 3. It'll come down to a third decisive round. I think Dominick Reyes gets off early. Anthony Smith fights back in round 2, and then it's all out in round 3. Anthony Smith squeaks by a win here, even though he's nearly a 3-1 underdog. I like Anthony Smith to come through, get the victory on the feet. But really, it comes down to round by round. He wins rounds 2 and 3 to win by decision, in my opinion, and be the 39-20 light heavyweight division, UFC 310. And I thought Anthony Smith was near retirement 2-3 years ago. You start seeing him in the broadcast booth, all those things, but it's hard to even consider retirement when you just keep winning. And that's what Anthony Smith is doing. He just keeps winning.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass.